Happy Thursday, and welcome to our first live cups presentation. And I am the one that decided I could try it. All right, so bear with me. I'm not real techie, but I can point a camera at myself and do my thing. Okay, so we're going to do this as much like cups as we can. Okay, so at this point, Suzette would say, "Welcome to Cups," and our host church, we're not going to say any of that because we're not there. Welcome to What's Up at Cups, our private place where we can exchange pagan ideas, heathen ideas, all kinds of ideas. All right. Oh, you're in Zephyr Hills, Florida. Very nice. Okay. And Jinx is here with Sky Bear. Cool. All right. So you, as I do my thing, you watch the comments and you tell me if there's like questions. Okay. I want everybody to participate. If you have a crochet hook and a little ball of yarn, that's perfect. But even if you don't, if you have a string or the wire from your cable connection, anything that's long and flexible, you can do fiber magic with. You can do these things we're going to do tonight. And so if you want to run get that, if you don't have something like that, that would be, you still have a minute, okay? Meanwhile, let's open our circle and light our candles. Carl, you light our first candle. I'm going to move this over so you can see what he's doing. There's our candles right there. Light the first one, that one. Everybody together. Those who are remembered live. Light the second one for our healing. This one has a double wick. We need double the healing right now. Okay. And then light the third candle, which is kind of blue. And together, let's take 3 deep breaths. Ground ourselves. Relax ourselves. And recite together. Moonpath children in this place, together weave our sacred space. Mirth and magic call us here. Joined in love, we banish fear. Light this candle, burn it bright. Push now back the walls of night. The flame inside us set to glow. Fan it fast and watch it grow. We meet together once each week. Answers, questions, friends we seek. Life and meaning, frown and grin. What we seek is found within. Blessed be, so mote it be. And a cackle for those who participate. I can hear you, Amethyst. I know you're cackling. Okay. So now's the time that we would pass the cauldron. We can't do that. I'll just try to remember to be a little extra generous when we get together again. But Carl does have some upcoming events for us.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Saturday, March 21st is going to be the Astara Stories and Meditation with Yasis. That starts at 7:30. And on, is that Thursday or Wednesday?
That would be
Thursday, March 26th. Sigils and Chants for Health and Healing with Ren. That also starts at 7:30.
Yes. So, Ren, do you want to say anything about that? Jadine joined us.
Hello.
Hello. So is Matt. All right.
Nice.
He's cackling. Is Matt cackling? Blessed be from Birch and Dragonfly. Oh, this is great. I'm glad that we thought to do this. Sure. Okay, go ahead, Richard. Ren, what would you like to say about your presentation? Type fast. Omar says yes. I think everybody is happy that we're getting together like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Claire's watching. Hi, Claire. Welcome to CUUPs. Janine says we are glad too. All right.
Oh.
Whoop, Ren says, so we will be learning about sigils. What are sigils? How do they work? What does this scribble mean? Find out next time in CUUPs. Very good. Thank you. Yasa says, I'm sorry I couldn't be in person, but I'm looking forward to our meditation together. Yes, on Saturday. On Saturday, Yasis will do an Ostara meditation with us, and I'm looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. We'll all be joining together again on Saturday night at 7:30. And tonight is the equinox, right? Tonight would have been the night that we went to either CUUPs or to Cuesta. So, in that spirit, after this class is over, you might want to go outside and do some drumming or howling or light something on fire. That would be appropriate. All right.
The ceremonial burning of the things.
So I think that it's very appropriate for us to do our healing circle tonight. We have to. I know there's a 10 or 15 minute delay, so I'm going to do everything very slowly and give my voice time to catch up with my actions, okay? Give you a chance to catch up. Let's all take a deep breath. You can put your hands out to the sides. Imagine us all standing in our circle in the CUUPs class, in the sanctuary at the church. Imagine us standing in circle, holding hands, and feel your feet on the floor. Send those roots down through the floor, down the ground, where the mother has all that precious healing love and light for us. Draw that energy back up into yourself. Take a deep breath and fill yourself up with that beautiful energy. And once you are totally filled, let it spill out over into our circle, into the center, with us all holding hands together. Now think about the people in the world and the community and our families and ourselves that could use some of this healing energy right now. You may say their names out loud or say them in your heart. or type them on the screen. Suzette, be well. Yasis, be well. Matthew, be well. Omar, be well. Harley, Joanne. Everyone at CUUPs, be well. Be well. Be well. As we join all our healing energies together, it's forming a ball of light in the center of our circle. And it's growing. It's sparkling. It's tingling with the energy. Bright, clear, healing energy. It's so much so that it's filling our circle up. It's filling it up, and we can feel it pushing against our chests and wanting to be released into the world. Take one more deep breath and take all of that beautiful light that you need. And on the count of 3, put your hands up over your head. On the count of 3, clap and send that healing energy out to where it's needed. 1, 2, 3. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Well, if you've got snacks, this is the time to grab them. Whew, I think that was pretty powerful with all of us working together. Nothing beats the CUUPs healing circle for sure. Mm-hmm. And I know that the world needs that healing right now. And that's why I wanted to do this presentation on fiber magic healing. It's some simple things that you can do at home to relieve stress and to send out intention into the world. I believe we've done all our preliminaries, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to start my presentation.
I'm going to let the cat out.
Oh, the cat is crying. Logan wants to be with all of you. So, as many of you know, fiber magic is a spiritual path that I kind of made up myself. Okay? I took my love of crochet and sympathetic magic and ancient knot magic and infusing items with intention and mixed it all up and created a spiritual path for the crafter. Okay. Any crafter knows that when you make something, especially when you make it for someone else, you put the love in there, right? So it's actually going to get in there, whether you try or not. So why not do it intentionally? And when we think about that, when we think about how our feelings, our energy gets into the things that we make, we have to start to be careful, to be responsible for that. Because whatever we're feeling is going to get into that. And if you're trying to make something, then you have to make sure that every intention you put into that piece is positive. Okay? So I said it combines sympathetic magic. Manon did a wonderful presentation 2 weeks ago on the elements and all the correspondences that correspond with those elements and directions. You know, when you're thinking about the east, it's air, it's intellect, it's yellow, it's sky blue. Well, when you're crafting, you're using colors. And so you can add that intention to your work by choosing the color of your yarn or the color of your paint or fabric. Red for passion and green for healing, blue for emotions, and brown for grounding. There's a lot of different correspondences that go with each color, and you may have your own that you prefer. So really what's most important is what it means to you and what feeling you get from using that color and seeing that color. So there's color therapy involved in fiber magic. It includes the principles of knot magic. Okay, once upon a time, witches tied knots in ropes, and sailors would buy those ropes. And when they were out on the ocean and they got stuck in the doldrums, they would untie a knot so that a breeze would come up and blow their ship to where they wanted to go. This idea is that you can take an intention or even something like the wind and tie it into that knot. Well, when you're crocheting, when you're knitting, when you're doing embroidery, you are tying hundreds of knots. So just think of how powerful that piece could be if you are conscious of the intentions and the correspondences that you're using. I talked also about infusing items with intention. Well, if you've ever received a piece of jewelry from a relative, you might say, I feel my grandmother when I wear that piece of jewelry, right? Her essence remains in that jewelry. And she did that just by wearing it. So imagine if we do that intentionally with the idea to use that piece of jewelry for a pendulum, let's say, right? Or an amulet. Okay. So the possibilities are endless. You're only limited by your own imagination. The correspondences go on and on and on. And it starts with you. You are your most important tool in your fiber magic toolbox. And so why not start out with the correspondence of the tea that you're going to drink before you start doing your work? I have a nice chamomile with vanilla and honey. And I know this is one of Matthew's favorites. So I'm infusing myself with the correspondences of those things in the tea, right? So layer upon layer of these correspondences create a perfect picture in your mind when you're making the item that's going to be used as a magical tool or an implement of healing or just a beautiful gift for someone to make their day. Okay. Let's begin our fiber magic with some preparation. I've had my tea. I'm relaxed. I'm happy to be here. So my mood is good. That's very important. Have you ever seen a piece of art and said, that artist must have been angry when they were painting that? It shows. So your mood is very important. Just relax and breathe deep. Try to put away the world for a few minutes while you're doing this. And the best way to do this is 3 deep breaths. In with the love and light. Out with the stress and worry. In with the good intentions. Out with the fear. In with the positive energy. Out with the negative energy. I'm going to light another candle, a Fiber Magic candle. And I'm going to recite our Fiber Magic poem. A picture in the mind so clear, it must travel down the artist's arm and come alive to greet the world as clothing fair or blanket warm. Hidden deep within the thread, love so strong it will not fade. So much more is passed along when we give life to that handmade. So mote it be. Getting quite a collection of candles here. I like it. All right. So Fiber Magic can be used for healing, for comforting, for making magical tools. And I wanted to show you this. This is a Fiber Magic emergency toolkit that I put together. And I made it out of a soap box. I got some bars of soap in this box. So it already is infused with gardenia, and that's a great correspondence. So inside this box, I put my little balls of yarn in various colors that I would need for healing, love, happiness, money, a crochet hook, a scissor, some essential oils, and I put a little cotton ball in there, and I put some of the Inner Calm essential oil so that the whole box would be infused. I also put a clear quartz crystal and an amethyst. See? So now, when do you hear about someone being sick? Suzette has bronchitis. Oh no. Someone's been in a car accident. Oh no. That's not the best time to
just close it. Yeah.
Something's happening. Google. That's not the best time to go, where's my yarn? Where's my this? Where's my that? Grab your Fiber Magic emergency kit and do whatever needs to be done quickly. And I'll show you how you can do that. What you can do with all these things, okay? So. The first thing you need is a piece of string or yarn. Put this way down here on that. All right. And either with or without the crochet hook, okay, you can do this. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. All right. You make a slip knot. Now, those people who know crocheting know how to make a slip knot, right? You can go about 10 inches away from the end of your yarn. All right, put it down on here. Right, fold it over so that you get a loop. You see how you got a loop? You've got a loop in your yarn. I hope you can see that. All right. So now you take your alligator fingers and put them through the loop and grab the tail of that yarn and then grab the working yarn and pull it down. And only the loop comes through, see? Only the loop comes through. And this is a slip knot. It's called a slip knot because you can slip it up and down. You can make the loop smaller. You can change the size of the loop. See? And if you pull both ends, you can actually pop it right back out again. And that's very important. That's very important to our banishing or our sending intentions out. So I'm going to make a slip knot. You can try it at home or watch me. If you don't have a crochet hook, once you get your slip knot, see, you can just put your fingers through that slip knot. You can make it as big as you want. Put your fingers through there and grab the working yarn, the long one, not the tail. Grab the working yarn and just pull it through. See? And it makes a chain. And then you just put your 2 fingers through that loop and pull the working yarn through it. If it gets too big, you make it smaller. Put your 2 fingers through, grab the working yarn, and pull like that. And you'll have chains in your yarn. No problem. Okay, so I'm going to snug this loop up to a crochet hook and yarn over and pull my loop through like that. Yarn over and pull my loop through. But as I do so, I'm going to focus on those chains. Treat them like I'm tying knots. And just send all the stress of your day into these chains. Just concentrate as you're doing it, either with or without the crochet hook, right? There you go. Until you have a chain like this. Now, remember, if you took this yarn out of your Fiber Magic emergency kit, it would be already infused with the correspondences of the essential oil that you put on the cotton ball and the crystals that you placed in the box. So they would always be ready and waiting for your magic. So you want to put things in there like a clear quartz crystal that could be charged with any intention. Lavender for calm. I think rosemary for healing. Sage for protection. See? Put a variety of things, whatever you think you would use the most, right? Okay, so now here's the fun part. Once you have tied all your stress and concerns, whether they be health, money, love, whatever concerns you have, once you have filled these chains up with that, hold both ends. And just like we do clapping, just pull both ends and watch all of that disappear. Poof! It's gone. Kind of feels good. Did you do it, Carl?
I did it too.
You did it too?
You can barely see me in the background.
Oh, well, I wanted to be up close so they could see.
Yeah.
All right. So that is a great stress reliever. And sometimes when I need to get something done, like I have a deadline for an order or something like that, I can't sit down and put that feeling into the work. No, the person I'm making this for is expecting a puppet that will comfort them, that will relax them. They don't want my craziness in there. I will do that a couple of times and just get rid of the crazy. And before I start. Okay. Now, you can do the same thing with the intention of sending either healing or whatever your intention might be out to someone else. A form of long distance healing or communication with someone else, or could be anything, person, place, or thing. Okay, let's make a slip knot again. All right, and either with our fingers or our crochet hook, we will chain, and this time we will stop a minute and think about what intention we want to put into this chain. Well, I think tonight I would like to send the intention that this disease, the virus gets under control. Okay? So we're going to send that intention out into the universe. Control. Let's get it under control and stop the craziness that this is causing. Okay? So we're really going to fill these knots or chains with a calm, a feeling of calm, confidence. We got this. Okay? So instead of putting stress into the chains, we're going to put calm into the chains. And we're going to have to first feel calm ourselves. So let's take a deep breath and ground ourselves. And think for a minute about how much better it would be if people would just calm down and act with intelligence. Let's begin to chain. Let's, if you can, chain 8, because another facet of fiber magic deals with numerology. When we crochet, knit, embroider, what have you, we are counting a lot of stitches, right? So let's use that as another correspondence, another layer of intention. I say 8 is a number of success. You may have something different, a different number. You can crochet, you can make any amount of chains that you want. 2, 4, 6. I've got 8. I've got 8 chains. Oops, too high. 8 chains here. And I say they are full of calm intellect. How's yours? Oh, you got lots of chains there. What's in yours?
13.
You got 13?
Yeah.
All right. What's in your chains?
I'm just getting rid of being tired.
Okay, get rid of being tired. You want to send your tired out?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Take both ends. Take a deep breath. Send it out.
Poof.
Awesome. Very good. All right. So that's a way to use Fiber Magic Crochet in banishing and in sending out intention. If you want to make a bracelet, you know, you can chain something for you to wear. You might want to use like some silk cord or something like that. You can make your chains. You can actually add beads in the colors that you need. You can make a wrap bracelet, or you can hang it on your altar and let it be a reminder of what intentions you want to send out into the world, what you want to get rid of. You can use Fiber Magic with chakra balancing by creating chains of various colors if you need a boost to one or another of your chakras. You know, maybe your throat chakra has not been kind to you. Maybe you have a presentation coming up, you know, and you might want to chain a blue cord and wear it. And you don't have to wear it around your wrist. You could wear it around your ankle, under your pants, where nobody could see it, and add that little boost of healing to your throat chakra. Nobody will know it's there but you, and that's what's important. You will know it's there. All right. So I haven't seen any more comments. Is anybody got a question or a comment so far? Anybody? Last person to put something there was Sky Bear. Omar says, fire! Person,
No,
Dragonfly and I are on fire. It just didn't pop up.
Yep.
Okay. I'm having a hard time hearing you. I think it might be my computer, but you can adjust. Can you adjust your volume? My volume is... Oh, let's see.
Not all the way up. There
Oh, my goodness. Can you hear me now? Darn it. See? Kimmy is watching. Sandra is watching. Namaste. Blessed be the cat. All right. Excellent. Hi, Logan. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was stuck for a while.
It was stuck. Oh, that's good. I guess everybody else saw it. Lots of people watching now. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, good. Too loud. Darn it. Okay, adjust your volume accordingly. I won't yell. Okay, try again. All right, so now that I've found the end of the comments, does anybody have any questions? Peter says, this is a good skill to have. And even if you don't want to take crocheting any farther than that, I think having a little ball of yarn and a crochet hook is a good thing. I am really enjoying this medium. I am glad we are able to connect this way. Yes, Janine, me too. This is great. It kind of feels like, we're not so far away from each other. I'm glad that others want to do classes like this too. Yes, the reaction I got was to yawn before I pull. Yawn and then pull this. Okay. Maybe you were very calm. I've calmed you all down quite a bit. I'm good. I'm glad. It's relaxing. It is relaxing. It's really a good stress reliever. Excellent. All right, I'm going to have a little bit more of my tea. How we doing on time?
It is now 8:10.
8:10. All right. So the next thing that I would like to do. Oh, hi, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
I have to say, this gathering has me emotional. Aw, Suzette, we love you. We want you to be well. I think our healing circle was very powerful. Just as powerful. I felt it just as much as when we're together. Yep. Absolutely. Aw. I'm replying to Suzette. Aw. Okay. What is everyone doing for Ostara? Well, Saturday night, we're going to be here again together. Yasis is going to do a presentation for us. Okay, now everything's going fast. Looking forward to making wristbands. What size needle is good for chains? I'm using an H, which is a 5 millimeter. It makes a nice, it's comfortable in my hand. It makes a nice chain. It would depend on the thickness of your yarn. If you wanted to get some nice chunky yarn, you might want to use a bigger hook. Experiment. Yeah. I'm listening on my phone, but it's not in sync with my computer. Oh, we might have some bugs to... Yes, Janine, yeah. This is great. My mind is whirling with ideas to make these videos and ongoing things and enhance them. Oh, yeah. Our techno wizard is going to go crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think you can watch this from the beginning later on. We will post the presentation when it's finished. Okay. Oh, tonight, yes. Birch and Janine are going to light a fire and make s'mores. Good job. Nice. That's a great Ostara ritual. Debbie's using a size P hook. Those are nice big chains. You can fill those up with good intention. All right. So, I'm going to make us something that we can keep on our cups altar after we get together again. This is called a wish bowl, and it will be in my future book, whenever that will be. Who knows now? When, the manuscript has been sent to Llewellyn. We'll see who's working there remotely and can send it back to me. Got a last bag of marshmallows. Oh, good. So I made these wish bowls at the Hollywood UU years ago. And I was just playing with the idea of people thinking about or getting ideas, for their wish from the correspondences they picked. I put out balls of yarn, herbs, beads, oils, and I just asked people to think about a wish that they might have, and then randomly choose whatever looked good for them. And then as we were making the little bowl, we talked about what they chose and the correspondences of what they chose, whether they knew it or not, what they thought. And the outcome was really good. Everybody who tried it really enjoyed it, and it got them to thinking about what they were wishing for and what they would have to do to get what they wanted, and then maybe even change their mind about it. Okay. Ren asks, is there a type of material you prefer to use, and is there a material that you tend to stay away from when you are crocheting? I like to use an acrylic yarn for regular crocheting. For spell work, I prefer cotton because of the protective correspondences of the cotton. It depends. You can use the fabric that has the material that has the correspondence that you need. I stay away from wool because it makes my hands itch, but I have used every single type of material. But for regular crocheting, I like just your regular acrylic yarn. This is what I use for everything else, because of the way that it works up, and it's washable and sturdy and hypoallergenic. So I make my things for people that, I don't want to cause any problems. So I wouldn't really use a wool or anything else unless I was asked to, All right. So I'm going to go through this little wish bowl, and I'm going to show you what I chose. Okay. So I didn't really do it like I did it at the Hollywood UU because I chose correspondences of healing. Now, some of these herbs and oils and things, they have other correspondences. You might want to type in your ideas or what these herbs or oils mean to you as we go along. That would add some intention, okay, to what we're doing. But basically, the wish bowl can be placed on your altar. And like I said, I want to put this on our cups altar when we all get back together again as something that we've made together with an intention of healing. For right now, we need the intention of healing. Okay, so I picked green yarn. Green for healing. Also, money, because some of us are going to see more financial hurt from this thing than we will physical hurt. And that's important too. I want, my wish for this little wish bowl is that we come through this strong. Okay, so everybody put that in your mind, how we can come through this horrible situation stronger than we were before. All right. So to make this little wish bowl, you need yarn and a hook. You need herbs of your choice, bead of your choice, like this is my little collection of beads, right? And you need to know the correspondences that you're working with. Now, and like I said, I've chosen everything for healing, strength, and protection, okay? And green for money. All right. So you need all those things, herbs, oils, stones, and yarn. Okay. Make my slip knot.
Google thing popped up again.
All right. Let's bring our awareness to the color of this yarn, this green yarn. Green for healing, green for health, for new beginnings, for money. wealth, health. I'm going to chain 3, maiden, mother, and crone. I'm going to put 12 double crochet stitches in the 3rd chain from the hook. As I do, think about the number 12 and what that means to you. If there's anybody here that is versed in numerology, what does the number 12 mean? You can break it up in 1 and 2. You could break it up 3 times 4. So you could say it's self-balance, or you could say it's an emphasis on stability. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to slip stitch into the first one that I made so that I have a little circle. All right. Cherie is watching. Hi, Cherie.
Hey.
All right. So now, in my stone mortar and pestle, I put rosemary, thyme, and cypress from my own cypress tree. Grind it up good. It smells good. I'm going to take a pinch of that, okay, and I'm going to put it on our little circle, and I'm going to rub those herbs into the bottom of our little bowl. And as I do, I'm going to imagine that the properties of rosemary, thyme, and cypress are being added to our little bowl. Okay, so now we're going to have to increase a little bit so that our bowl will bowl out, right? Okay. So I'm going to chain 2 and put a double crochet in that first chain stitch. Then I'm going to put 2 in the next. And 1 in the one after that. And I'm going to go all the way around our circle, adding 1 stitch every other stitch, so that now I've made 12 stitches into 18 stitches.
Harley wants you to talk a little louder.
Oh, I'm blowing some people's eardrums out, and I'm not talking hard and loud enough for... Okay. So I'm increasing every other stitch, which adds 6 stitches around. So I'm going from 12 to 18. 6 is the number of insight. So I'm adding that to our bowl. And I'm hoping that that will add some intelligence to what's going on in the world. What do you think? So we've got our bowl infused with our herbs. It's beginning to look like a little bowl now, right? Okay. So now we have 18 stitches. We can look at that as 1 plus 8, 1 and 8, 1 and an 8, self-success, or 3 times 6, which is triple the insight. Nice. Now it's time to add the bead. All right. So what I picked was a piece of tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is strength and courage. We're going to need that to get through it, right? It's also a healing stone too. So I'm going to take a little needle and thread, and I'm going to sew this bead right into the bottom of this bowl, inside the bowl. So as I do, think about everything that you know about tiger's eye. I happened to get a piece of tiger's eye as a Yule gift from Suzette. It was the crystal in my gift, and I was very happy with that. Okay. So I'm going to knot it at the bottom so that it doesn't come out, and I'm going to knot it 3 times. 3 is the number of emphasis, and you can chant to 3. Maiden, mother, crone, then, now, and always, and that's not going anywhere. So now we have a little bowl.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill. With a bead in the bottom. I'm going to cut that off. This is scissors. Cut that needle and thread off. So now we're going to shape our little cup and bring it back down to 12 stitches around so that the bead will be enclosed inside our little cup. Okay, so I'll chain 2 again, right? And I will make 1 double crochet, and then I will crochet the next 2 together. So I've taken 2 stitches and turned them into 1. So now I'm going to decrease. And so while I'm decreasing, think about the numerology there, going from 18 to 12, going from an triple insight down to an emphasis on stability. Let's ground ourselves and make sure that this wish is grounded and stable. And I will slip stitch into the beginning again. So look at our little bowl now. It's almost all closed up, but we see our piece of tiger's eye is right inside there, and our intention and our wish is right inside there. Now, let's think about what we've done. We've taken green yarn, the color of health and wealth. We have used the number 12 for an emphasis on stability. We have rubbed that with herbs of healing and protection, and then enclosed it, came out with an emphasis on insight, and then closed it back up again to an emphasis on stability, with a piece of tiger's eye inside for courage and strength. So if we're happy with this manifestation, with this little wish bowl, then we can anoint it with a little oil. Now, I've got a spray. I wanted to use this spray. The spray is sage and cedar. I like it. I'm just going to spray the top of it. But if you had a little oil, a little lavender or something, you could just put it on your finger and rub around the top of it and anoint it that way. This is a nice smelling little bowl now. It's got rosemary and thyme and cedar and sage and cypress. All strength and healing. So in Fiber Magic, in order to lock our intention into our work, we do a reverse single crochet. Some people call it a crab stitch, okay? So I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to crochet backwards. See, usually I'm going that way. I'm going this way. So usually you crochet widdershins. You go around that way. I'm now going clockwise. Okay. And sealing all that intention into this little bowl. Alrighty. Go round and round and round. Okay, I'm there. I'm going to stop. I'm going to cut my thread. I'm going to work that inside. Just put it in there for now. I'll clean it up. Put everything inside. All the ends. Okay. So there's our little bowl, right, with the tiger's eye bead inside. There, you can see
a
it.
A little bit of shiny in there.
You can kind of see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to add a blessing to this little bowl. Now think about all the correspondences we used. Think about our major intention, which was to calm this horrible situation, add some intellect to this situation, add some courage and strength to this situation, and really come out stronger the other side. Okay? All right. I'm going to say this, and you could repeat after me. All right, I'll say a line and you repeat after me so we can all bless this together. Goddess wise and generous true. You say it, Carl. Goddess wise and generous true. Repeat after me.
Goddess wise and generous true.
I made this bowl as a wish for you.
I made this bowl as a wish for you.
Please see it manifest as such.
Please see it manifest as such.
And I praise you and thank you very much.
And I praise you and thank you very much.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
This will be an addition to our cup salter. What do you think?
I like it.
All right. So that is just some of the ways that you can use fiber magic in healing. You can use fiber magic in many, many different ways. Angela says, I got lost at the first circle. Oh, bummer. Well, you can watch the video again and try. So mote it be, Suzette. Excellent.